So I want you guys to all find your space on the mat, and you're going to start by standing in the middle of your mat. We have Taliban delivering smoothies, so if the music goes off, it's Taliban, right? These dudes. Okay. So team, starting with your feet on the mat, finding a nice comfortable position. Now before we begin, my name is Charisse. For the people who aren't here. Are we recording? Yes. Okay, so before we begin, my name is Charisse. I'm going to be your Pilates instructor for today. Thank you, ladies, so much for taking the time out to come and join me. So lovely to have all your beautiful faces in the studio with us today. By a show of hands, is there anyone here who has never done Pilates before? Mat Pilates? Right, yeah. Beautiful. Okay, first time. The first time is the best time, right? Okay, so ladies, how are you feeling today?
Amazing.
Right? Beautiful. Okay. Any injuries I should be aware of?
I have knee pain, MCL like this.
Okay.
Because of the Zumba maybe of the
Yeah, okay.
So that's why I have knee tape and knee support.
Okay.
I have.
So if anyone's got painful knees, just be a little bit cautious of the movements. Listen to your body. You know your body a lot better than I know your body. Don't do anything that doesn't feel comfortable, right? We've got so many movements we can do. You don't need to hurt yourself forcing your body into one. Any other injuries?
I like squash, but I've got tape on it. From squash, I've injured my
Okay,
knee,
so injury from squash. Lots of injuries.
But I know how to take care of it.
You know how to take care of it. Beautiful. Okay. Anything else? No neck, no spine.
We can't take care of it.
Okay, so if it's a lot of the neck, you guys can just wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes throughout the training. That's just joking, right? So, team, like I said, you know your own body. Listen to your body. Don't do anything that doesn't feel right. If an exercise is going to be quite a lot of intense on your spine, I will let you know so that you can try and avoid it. Or I will also be giving different levels. So I'll be giving an easier level, and then we're going to progress to a harder level. So you can take it at your own pace, right? If you just decided, I'm going to show up and make it through the class, that's okay, right? So listen to your own body. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, Joseph Pilates was created by a man, right? Pilates was created by Joseph Pilates. It was created as a form to rehabilitate injured soldiers during the World War, right? Today it's very popular with the ladies. But it's actually quite a strong, powerful form of exercise if you're doing it properly. Now, a big part of Pilates is moving mindfully, right? So we really want to move with control, with precision, with alignment. We want to move with a mind and body connection. So I'm not just moving as if I'm in a HIIT class. I'm being more conscious and aware of my movement. But very important is that we're going to be focusing on the powerhouse, the core, right? So the core wraps all around the body. It's the front and the spine as well. We're going to be focusing a lot of emphasis on the core as well as the breathing throughout. So I'm going to give you some cues on how to breathe properly throughout the training. And most importantly, I want you to find your flow. I want you to enjoy yourself, right? Do whatever feels comfortable. Find your flow and move with grace. We're going to be pointing our toes a lot like ballerinas and princesses throughout the class. So I'll let you know when you need to point your toes or flex your toes. Okay, so we're going to start with a little bit of alignment. So alignment is extremely important in Pilates. Whether we're standing, seated, laying down, we're going to be using a similar alignment. So starting with your feet hip width apart. So your heels will be below your hips. Your knees will be nice and soft like jelly, right? Your hips, I want you to place your hands on your hips, these bones over here, right? Your hips, you want to find a nice neutral alignment of your hips. So imagine if your hips, imagine here inside of your hands like a bucket of water. I want you to push your hips forward, pull your hips back, push your hips forward, pull your hips back. And then every time you do that, imagine the water spilling out the front, the water spilling out the back, and now bring it so your hips are square and the bucket is flat so that no water is going to spill out. Okay, so you've got your hips are in alignment. Your spine is nice and long, nice and lengthened. Imagine there's a string pulling your spine and your head all the way to the ceiling. So you're nice and proud, right? The shoulders are nice and soft away from the ears. My shoulders are relaxed. And my head is just neutral and natural, right? I'm not crunching down. I'm not lifting up. It's just a nice, neutral, relaxed. Okay, so that's alignment. You would think it's quite natural, right? But proper alignment is quite challenging. Now, the next thing we're going to look at is our breathing. In Pilates, we do lateral thoracic breathing. In English, what that means, thoracic, right? Our thoracic spine. So lateral thoracic breathing, all it means is I'm going to breathe into my ribs. I'm not going to breathe in my chest. When I breathe in my chest, very shallow breaths. So I want to breathe a little bit deeper until the oxygen expands, my belly expands my rib cage. So place your hands on your ribs, and as you inhale, I want you to try and expand your rib cage, and as you exhale, bring the rib cage back together. So your fingers will pull apart, and as you exhale, they'll pull back together, right? So feel that expansion of the ribs. Inhale. Exhale. Right, there you go, breathing. We inhale through the nose, we exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. Now, the core, right? We need to engage our core. Has anyone here watched Bridgerton? Right, where's my Bridgerton ladies, right? If you haven't watched Bridgerton, that's okay. You've seen how they get dressed up to the T's, right? Qatari weddings, mashallah, right? So you're going to imagine you're starring in the Bridgerton. You're going to wrap a corset all the way from your pelvis up to your rib cage. So wrapping a corset nice and tight around your abs. So I want you to tense your abs all the way to a level 10 out of 10. So engage your abs, tense your abs, nice and strong, level 10. It's very tight, we can't really breathe, right? It's too tight, relax. Level 0, too tight. Okay, let's go back to 10. Engage, engage, engage. Now drop it to 5. So drop it to half of that. Still quite tight. Drop it 4. Drop it to level 3. Okay. 3 is quite manageable, right? Breathe. Now drop your core back to 0. Relax. Find your alignment. Find your neutral pelvis. Pull your core. 1, 2, 3, like you're tightening that corset to level 3. 3 is the place to be, right? Throughout the entire class, we're going to keep our core engaged at a level 3. So you should feel your abs a little bit tense, but you should still be able to breathe. Now we're going to combine all of that together, okay? So our alignments, all the way from the heels up to the spine, nice and tall. Shoulders are relaxed. I'm breathing through the rib cage. My pelvis is neutral. There's no water spilling out my bucket. My core is engaged at a level 3. And here I'm just going to take a moment to close my eyes and breathe. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And just bring your awareness to how this feels. How do you feel inside your body? This is your time. This is your space for yourself. Setting in a little intention for yourself. What is the reason that you showed up to this class? To become more mindful, to reconnect with your body, to become stronger, to become healthier. This is your moment. This is your chance. This is your time. And taking your final breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, you remind yourself that you are strong, you are powerful, and you are capable. Opening your eyes, inhaling, you lift your arms up. Imagine as if you're waking up from a deep sleep. Exhale, it's a beautiful morning. Inhale, you lift up. And exhale, coming down. Starting at your toes, we're going to start with little toe pumps. So you're just going to, feel that creaking and that clacking, right? Keep that pelvis neutral, keep that core engaged. So imagine you're squishing grapes underneath your toes. All the way up and down. Lovely one for mobilizing those ankles. Grabbing onto your knees and just doing little circles. You're going to do 5 each direction. And for those of you that have been to a Pilates class, you know that Pilates instructors cannot count, right? So make sure you're counting. Exhale, change direction. We're just mobilizing, right? Getting some liquid in between those joints. Keeps the joints nice and healthy, prevents them from injuring. Beautiful, standing nice and tall. Inhale through the nose, your spine is nice and lengthened. Exhale, lift your leg, open, close. Now, if you're on the big mat, it might be easier to do it off the mat. Keep your pelvis still, keep your square hips, point your beautiful toes, open, exhale, close. Other side, inhale, open the door, exhale, close. Try keep your upper body as stiff as you can. Beautiful. Let's go for our last one each side. We're just testing the balance out. Right, so if you want to keep your balance stronger, you put your hand on the side. Beautiful. Inhale through the nose. As you exhale, reach up. We're doing 5 shoulder rolls. All the way back. Releasing all that tension from the week. Oh, all the stress. Changing direction. Beautiful. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, last one. Beautiful. And then you're just going to take a step back till the end of the mats. Okay, team. So from here, we are going to start with a roll down. So I'd like you to watch me first. We're going to go for 4 roll down into a high plank. It's a lovely one for articulation in the spine, mobilizing the spine, keeping it nice and healthy. You inhale through the nose. As you exhale, chin goes to chest. You unravel your spine vertebra by vertebra. Scoop your core in. Hands come out. High plank. My hands land directly above my shoulders. My tailbone stays tucked under. Don't let that water spill out. Exhale. Rolling down, unraveling vertebra by vertebra. We're going for 4. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Chin to chest. Unravel your spine, rolling down, 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 down. If you have any shoulder injuries, you can drop onto your knees. Keep that high plank. Hips are nice and high. Beautiful. Lift those hips, and exhale, roll back up. So rolling, rolling, rolling. You unravel vertebra by vertebra. Yes, beautiful. Hands come up. Inhale through the nose. We go again. 3 more. Unravel. Keep going. You don't need to wait for me. You can keep going. As you get to a nice strong plank. Exhale, roll up. Unravel vertebra by vertebra. Unravel, unroll. Sacrum, beautiful. Ribs, lovely. Hands reach up. Good. Getting a little bit warmer. Exhale, unravel. Roll your head first. Unroll. Beautiful. High plank. Yes. Lovely. Beautiful. And we roll back. Last crawl out for the day. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, we roll down. Vertebra by vertebra. Meet me in your high plank. So high plank, your body's nice and tight. Inhale through the nose. If you can drop your hips a little, keep your shoulders away from your ears. dropping down onto your chest. Inhale through the nose, nice and slowly at your own level, as high as you feel comfortable. Wake up into the spine. Rolling your toes, drive your hips back. Squish the grapes, walk it out, waking up the hamstrings. Rob, you don't need to crawl all the way back. Rob, you can come back into your height. There you go, beautiful. For 3, 2, 1, high plank. Now, if you need to at any stage, you can rest, come back up. Inhale through the nose. As you exhale, your right leg comes through to the left elbow. You take it back. Right leg comes to the center. Inhale, take it back. Exhale to the side. And then you child's pose. Okay. High plank. Engage those cores. Don't let that water spill out the bucket. So beautiful high plank. Good. Drop your hips down. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Right knee to left elbow. Opposite knee. Take it back. Beautiful. To the center. Beautiful. Exhale to the left side, to the other side. And child's pose. Beautiful. So my high plank I want to keep there. Beautiful. Child's pose, hips back. Okay. Now we do the other side. What happened, Hanan? You're still going? You can rest just one round. Just one round? You're excited, right? Hanan's busy beating us. She's doing 4 rounds. Okay, inhale. We have the other side. Exhale, high plank. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Take it back. Left knee to center. Take it back. Left knee to the left elbow. Cross your legs. Left leg. Right leg to the front. So we should be feeling a little bit warm now, right? You guys ready for exercise? Beautiful. So our first exercise for the day we're going to do is the 100. Okay. So the 100 we're going to start. Let me just show you the positioning first and then you can go into it. Try and relax your neck away from your shoulders. You're going to gently roll vertebra by vertebra. Legs come up at a beautiful 90-degree angle. Ballerina pointed toes. My chest lifts up. My shoulders stay away from my ears. I lift the chest, lift the shoulders. I'm pushing my navel down to the spine. My hips stay nice and square. Make sure the bucket is neutral. I inhale to prepare. I exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Just like that. It's nice and easy. The back is straight. Yes, yes. So make sure there's no arch in the lower back, right? So the pelvis stays tucked. The rib cage stays tucked. Inhale for 3, 4, 5. Knees together, toes pointed. Beautiful. So push those knees together, lifting up from the upper back. Belly button pulled in. Your rib cage is tucked. Beautiful. Knees together, toes pointed. Inhale for 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 3. Try avoid straining in the neck. We're going for 30 more reps. Inhale for 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Let's see if we can go even higher. Good. No, that's fine. That's fine. Perfect. Pull your belly button in. Knees together. Toes pointed. Good job, ladies. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You are strong. You are powerful. Last 10, 9, 8, 7. Inhale for 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Last 3, 2, 1. Rest. Breathe. So lovely one for warming up the core, for strengthening the core endurance, right? You guys feeling a bit warmer? Yeah. Now, if we want to increase that challenge, we're going to do it again. The only difference is now we are going to extend our legs. So lower back stays flat, hips stay neutral, shoulders and scapula stay elevated. From my tabletop, I extend. The higher up, a little bit easier. The lower I go, the harder it becomes. More pressure on my lower back. So take it at your own level. If you feel like low is too difficult, come a little higher. If you feel the straight legs is too difficult, go back to the bent legs. That's okay. Take it at your own level. We're going to go for 100 reps. Okay. 100, yes, that's the name of the exercise. It wasn't me, it was Joseph Pilates, right? Inhale to prepare. Exhale, if you can, extend your legs. Shoulders are up. Inhale for 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 3, 4, 5. If you want to lower your legs, you can, as long as your lower back is not arching. No arching in the lower back. If I'm feeling too much pressure, I bend my knees. Inhale for 3, 4, 5. Keep the head, keep the shoulders up. Avoid tension in the neck. Beautifully pointed toes. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Inhale for 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 3, 4, 5. We're halfway there. Inhale for 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 3, 4, 5. You are strong. You are powerful. You are capable. Last 15. If you rest, that's okay. Come back in. Inhale for 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 3, 4, 5. Inhale for 3, 4, 5. And rest. Breathe. You can bring your knees to your chest. Someone lied. Okay, ladies, bending your knees. We're going to go for a roll-up. Now, a roll-up, lovely for the spinal articulation. So articulation when the spine unravels like a bead. Very healthy to keep the spine mobile. So we're going to start here. Imagine you've got a beach ball in your hands. Inhale, you're going to bring your chin to your chest. As you exhale, your core tucks in, belly button tucks down to the spine. Hips pull under, so my spine is nice and neutral. And I'm going to unravel vertebra by vertebra until I sit up. If you get stuck along the way, you can use your fingers to assist, right? Your fingers are there to assist. We're going to go just for 4 of these, and then we're going to increase the intensity a little bit. Inhale to prepare. My feet are down on the ground. Beautiful. Exhale, my chin lifts to my chest. I unravel, I pull, pull, pull. Beautiful. And my ball is in front of me. My shoulders are, that's okay. Use your fingers, grab and pull, 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 pull. There you go. Beautiful. You exhale, you unravel. Keep going. We're going for 4. Exhale, unravel, roll, vertebra by vertebra. Beautiful. Try avoid using momentum if you can. So nice and slowly. Inhale. Exhale, the hands come up in front of you. And unravel, roll, vertebra by vertebra. There you go, beautiful. Good. And the last one, exhale, roll, 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 beautiful. Try to keep those shoulders away from the ears. Now, if you want to challenge yourself, you're going to straighten your legs. If you were already dying with that, you can keep your legs bent, right? So take it at your level. It's just a little bit harder now with the legs straightened. Inhale, my body comes nice and tall, nice and straight. Exhale, out, melt from my pelvis. Melt, round, round, round. Inhale, exhale, vertebra by vertebra. And then imagine I'm rounding over a beach ball. Stretch forward and come back up. Exhale, I'm going for 4. Inhale, exhale, I lift up, my back comes straight. Feet are flexed, right? So no more ballerina feet now. Whenever I'm stretching into a hamstring stretch, my feet come flexed. There you go. Exhale, vertebra by vertebra. There you go. Exhale, vertebra by vertebra. Beautiful. Hands in line with the shoulder. Straighten your spine first. And now roll over your beach ball. Beautiful. Yes. What number are we on? Straighten up and now roll forward. Beautiful. Achashay, last one.
I move from here to here.
For this one, I'm just keeping flexed feet. For this one. Yeah, very confusing. Pointed toes, flexed feet.
No, I thought that when you go roll back like that, when you come back, just round.
Just flexed feet is fine. Okay. Breathe. It's only Pilates, right? Okay, team, from there, we're going to move into our rollover. Now, a rollover is quite advanced in the neck. Again, I'm going to start you on the easier version. If you feel confident with the easier version, you're going to progress into the harder version. Anyone with neck or spine injuries, you'll just be a little bit careful of this one. Okay, so I'm going to plant my hands into the mat. My hips are tilted, my hips are neutral, my core is tucked in. I inhale. As I exhale, I try to lift my legs. We're going to go for 8 repetitions. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, I lift. I can drop my head if I want, or I can even keep my head down. With every rep, I want you to try and go a little higher. Okay, inhale to prepare, flat on your back.
Relax the neck for the injury because I have this.
Yeah, relax. If you've got any injuries in the neck, keep your neck relaxed. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, try and lift those hips. Beautiful. Keep those toes pointed. And back on the floor each time. Inhale, nice and slow. I want you to do this nice and slowly, nice and controlled. Let's go last 3. Beautiful. Last 2. I want you to try see if you can lift your hips up off the ground, as long as you don't have any neck injury.
Keep it up.
You're just going to take it up. Yes. If you can, all the way up. So you roll onto your shoulders. Roll onto your shoulders. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to show you the full rollover. You can choose. You can go back to the easier version. If you do not have any neck or shoulder, any neck or spinal issues, you can try the full version. Okay, so my full version here, I inhale to prepare. My legs are straight. Inhale to prepare. I come up into my jackknife and I scoop my belly as I fold over. Flex my feet, unravel, come back. Point my toes, lift up, flex my feet, unravel. Okay, we're gonna go. Inshallah, inshallah. Right, we're gonna go for 8 movements. Lovely one for the core, lovely one for the spinal health. Beautiful, nice. I come up, I roll down, I unravel vertebra by vertebra, and I bring my legs down. Beautiful, if you can. Beautiful, let's go up. Do you have neck and spine injuries? Okay, if you can, you just roll up. Maybe use a little bit more momentum. The goal, we want to try, come here. If that's not putting too much pressure on your neck or your spine. Exhale, come up here. Flex the feet, unravel. Yeah, good, beautiful. Now unravel, beautiful, yes. Come up, around. Straight legs if you can. Straight legs, beautiful. Flex the toes, unravel the spine, vertebra by vertebra, beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. Flex the feet, toes towards you, unravel the spine, roll down, vertebra by vertebra, roll, 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 roll. Legs come out and back up. Okay. Last one. Sure. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, you lift up. Roll round, beautiful. Unravel through the spine, rolling vertebra by vertebra. Yes, flex the feet. Beautiful. Keep the legs stiff and back up. Ooh, flex the feet, mashallah. Good job, ladies. Sitting up, hug your knees. Give yourselves a nice big hug. Oh, we thought we were just going to relax, right? You can gently stretch through to the left. Put a nice big smile on your face. Remind yourself, I am strong. I am powerful. I am capable. He's still here. If you want, when he comes back, I will ask him to leave.
I changed my scarf.
Oh, chef, you can just tell him, yeah, just not to come in. It's okay, yeah, take it, remove it. Okay. Okay, beautiful, ladies. So from there, a little bit challenging, huh? Mashallah, Pilates is not so easy.
Yeah. Military training.
Mashallah. No pregnancies, huh? No pregnancies?
No.
No diastasis recti? No. Okay. Okay. No one had a child within the last year? Okay. Just checking. Okay, so now we've got two options. We're going to do our side kick series. You can either bend your leg here for a little bit more support, or you keep it straight. If you want to challenge yourself, you keep it off the floor. Okay, we're going to start here, just little circles. Imagine you're painting little circles round. We're going to go 10 each way. So you're resting on your shoulder. Your body's in a nice, beautiful straight line. My core is still engaged. My hips are still square. My ribs are tucked in. And paint little circles below your body. Beautiful ones with pointed toes. Where's my ballerina toes? Points. Points, yes. Lovely one for the hips. Lovely one for the adductors. Nice. If you can, go a little bit bigger. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful, beautiful pointed toes. We're moving from the hips for last two. Last one. Now change direction. Keep those circles. You're just changing direction. So instead of front, so instead of here, you just go there. So you're changing direction. Nice, beautiful circles. Inhale through the nose. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, kick as high up as you can. So you kick up this way. So kick up. And then you're going to take your leg all the way, beautiful big circle round. And back up. Inhale, round. You exhale, kick it up. Ooh, good morning, hips. Kick it up as high as you can. Ooh, beautiful. Give me last 4. Isn't that lovely, right? Last 3. Keep the toes pointed, pointed, and up. Ooh, last 2. As high as you can. Up and around. Khashay, last 1. Last one for the hips, ladies. Create a 90-degree angle. Toes are beautifully pointed. Close the door. Open the door. We're just doing 10 of these. Lovely for the glutes. Lovely for the hips. Lovely for the abductors. So open the door. Close the door. Imagine your ankle, your knee, and your hip need to stay in alignment. So you close the door. You open the door. You close the door. Where's my beautiful pointed toes? And you close the door. Good. Nice. Baie goed. Keep it up. Good. Where's my beautiful pointed toes? Yes. Let's go last 3. 2. Lovely, mate. Lovely. Last 1. Close the door and open the door. Ooh, how's that booty? Lovely. You can bring that knee in towards the chest. Okay. From here, you're going to lift yourself up into a high side plank. Inhale through the nose. You're going to come into a middle plank. And then you're just going to come into a side plank to do the other side. Side plank into a middle plank. Lovely. You could have just turned sides, but how much more fun was that, right? Okay, so now we go for the other side. Beautiful pointed toe. My hip is square. So if you can drop down onto your, there you go. So try and keep my whole body in alignment. Beautiful circles with my toes. 10 the one way, 10 the other way. Beautiful. I'm moving from the hip. I'm moving from the hip. Nice, nice. Long legs. Lengthen those legs. Imagine you're pushing your toes to the other side of the wall. For 3, 2, 1. Change direction. Other way. So you're going round. Nice, beautiful round circles. You can place your hand here. The neck. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And kick to the front. Big circle as big as you can. Round. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, kick up. And all the way around. Kick up. And all the way around. Beautiful. We've got last 3. Kick up. And big circle round. Last 2. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Beautiful. Last one, ladies. Pointed toes. Where's my pointed toes? Oh, last one in the hips, ladies. Bend the leg, 90-degree angle. Comes up, open the door. Exhale, close the door. Come up, open the door. Close the door. It's tracking in a beautiful straight line from your ankle to your knee to your hip. Oh, beautiful point toes. Yeah. One side will always be weaker than the other. That's okay. That's what's nice to do some single leg work. Beautiful. Yes, and up. Yeah, keep those legs pointed. Lovely. Good. Let's go for last 2. Yes. It just stays there and then up. Yes. And let's go last 1. Close it and we open it. Oh, give that leg a nice big hug. You are strong. You are powerful. You are capable. Rolling back onto your back. Give yourself a nice big hug. If you want, you can grab onto your feet. Oh, stretch the hips. Right, lovely, lovely one for that hip mobility. Okay. If you want, you can grab onto your top of your knees, gently roll, and just come into a seated position so that you can see me easier. Okay, we're going to go for a single leg stretch. Lovely for the core, lovely for our hip stability as well, also helping to work into our pelvis. Now, we've got a few different levels. You can choose wherever you feel most comfortable. We're going to start with a similar position to our 100. Okay, so pelvis is neutral, my belly button's tucked in towards the spine, my back is flat, right? So I'm not allowing any water, my corset is zipped up, ribs are tucked, shoulders and head are up. Inhale, I'm going to lift one leg 90 degree, and then I'm going to exhale, switch, 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 switch. Okay, if you can, you tuck here. If you want to challenge yourself, what you're going to do is you're going to straighten one leg. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. If I'm feeling tension in my neck or my shoulders, I can do this as well if I've got any neck injuries. Okay, we're going to go for 10 on each side, so 20 total. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, find your legs positioning. Lower back pushes flat, my rib cage tucks under, my head and my chest lifts up. Inhale, exhale, switch. Do you have any neck injuries? Okay, if you can, let's keep the head up. Beautiful. And then you're going to grab your ankle or your shin, wherever you can grab. Inhale, exhale. Who's counting? Inhale, exhale. Are you sure? 10? Okay, you're fired from counting. I'm joking. Let's go last 8, 7, beautiful, 6, 5, breathe, inhale, exhale through the mouth. Inhale for last 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, nice and easy, right? Now you've got an option. You can either stay there, we're going to repeat that, or if you really want to challenge yourself, you're going to do both legs. So I like to call this one banana splits. It's not the real name. It's called a double leg stretch. Inhale, you hug your knees. Inhale, you reach out. Imagine you're like a banana. You gather water all around you. Exhale, hug your knees. Banana, splits. Banana, gather the water around, split. Lovely one for the core, lovely one for the hips. We're going to go for just 10 repetitions. You can stay single leg if you prefer, or if you're going to challenge yourself, you're going to become a banana splits. Right, double leg stretch. Inhale to prepare, hug your knees. Exhale, extend the knees. Toes are pointed, legs come around. Inhale, beautiful. Exhale. Try avoid letting that lower back curve. Oh, good. Keep the hands up, just to there. Keep the head up, and exhale, bring it in. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, bring it in. Yes. Try avoid straining that neck. Let's go for last 3. Who's counting? Let's go for last 2. Gather the water, tuck it in, hug your knees. Last 1. Head up, head up. Yes, and bring it in, squeeze. Lovely. Good, beautiful. Ladies, we have just a little bit left for the core. You can do it. You're strong, you're powerful. Our bicycle twist, right? Bicycle twist, a lovely one. We're gonna start with the easier version. If you want to keep one leg down, you can. Otherwise, you're going to imagine you're cycling the legs like this. The higher up, the easier, the less pressure on the back, right? So lovely one for the core, lovely one for the hip flexors and the abductors. Inhale, exhale, I cycle, I cycle. If I can, I twist, I twist. But my knee stays in line with my hips, right? So I'm cycling. Imagine you're cycling in a forest and you're on holiday in France. Okay, we're going to go for 20 movements. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, twist. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. Beautifully pointed toes. Where's my pointed toes? Lower back is pushing flat. Lower back is flat. Rib cage is tucked. Lift up from here. Yes, beautiful. Nice, beautiful. Yes, yes. And if you can, yes, yes. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Don't forget to breathe. Exhale, exhale. For 5, for 4, for 3. Slower cycling. So you're not in a marathon. You're not in the Urudu marathon. And 2, and 1, and rest. Okay. Now, if we want to advance this, I'll show you the advanced movement. Again, if you've got neck injuries, if you've got spine injuries, you can stick to the movement we just did. That's fine. The advanced movements, jackknife, we'll learn that next time. We're going to do jackknife up to here. We're going to open the legs and then cycling in France. Beautifully pointed toes. My body stays in alignment. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, lift up into your jackknife. If it's too challenging, you stay where you were.
In 6 months.
Inshallah. Beautiful. Now I want to try and get the leg as far back. Yes. Go again. That's fine. Inhale. Beautiful. Now let's see if we can try and get those legs.
Just be careful. She's in front of you.
Yeah. I'm brave, huh?
Oh my God.
As far down as you can. Beautiful. Oh, mashallah, good. Let's go for last 4, 3, 2. Breathe. Bring the knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Lovely, ladies. We're almost done. We're almost done. Grabbing onto your knees, rolling up. My favorite Pilates move. It's called rolling like a ball. Yeah? You're going to grab onto your knees. Your toes are going to point as you lift up. Inhale through the nose. Create a beautiful C curve in your spine. Imagine your body's like a ball. Tuck your ribs under, suck your belly button in, scoop your core. So your core is engaged, shoulders away from the ears. Lovely massage for the spine and working the deep core muscles. Inhale. I exhale, point my toes, roll, come back. Inhale. Isn't that fun? We're going to go for 8. Okay. Inhale, exhale, you roll. Beautiful curved spine. Inhale, you roll. Like a kid again, huh? MashaAllah. Beautiful. Let's go for last 3. 2. Now, from there, all we're going to do is we're going to do that and try and not let your feet touch the ground. So you roll, balance, roll, balance. Okay, for 8 movements. Inhale to...
They invited this for injured people.
I don't know. I don't know, but the science is there, right? Good. Yes, yes, beautiful. So you keep that core nice and stiff. Beautiful, nice, Shireen. Good. Where's my beautiful pointed toes? Inhale, exhale. Now we're going to make it a little bit harder. If you can. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. My hands are releasing. So I'm using my core. My belly button is scooped under. I'm going for 8 movements. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, and hold, hold, hold. Inhale, exhale, good. Oh, Miss Gina, the abs. Good. Beautiful. So if you can. Who? Mine. Okay, so just be careful. Yeah. If you want, just roll here and here. And just try avoid putting tension here. So here, inhale, exhale. Inhale, use your core and your pelvis to keep yourself up. Okay, there's one more version. If you want to keep at that level, you keep at that level. Otherwise, we have open leg rocker. Inhale through the nose. I exhale, I roll around, and I come back and I balance. I roll. Make sure you put a nice, beautiful C curve. My back straightens up at the top. I grow tall. I round as I roll, and I come back. Inshallah, we have 6 weeks, guys. Whee! Good. Be careful with your spine. Be careful with your neck. Yeah. It's okay. Just take it at your own level. Beautiful. See if you can come higher.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Okay, roll back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Yes, inhale, exhale. Let's go last 3. Last 2. So as you come back, last 1, straighten. Beautiful. Right, so, whoopa. So as I come back with that one, I roll and I straighten up at the top. Inshallah. Right, next week. Okay. Beautiful, team. So, take a nice deep breath. Exhale, place your hands down in front of you. You're going to step back, our final exercise for the whole day. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, back, exhale. We're going for 8 on each side. This is your final challenge. This is your final exercise. If you are double jointed, put a little bit of a bend in your elbows. Keep your shoulders above your wrists. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, opposite knee, opposite elbow. Beautiful, my hips stay down, my body stays nice and stiff. All that's moving is my legs. Beautiful, yes. Let's go, last 5, last 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. You're a little bit double jointed and you're a little bit double jointed. I'll explain later on. Okay, ladies, into your child's pose. The hardest part is over. Oh, breathe. So into your child's pose, take a moment, take a breath. You made it through the hardest part. And as you inhale, expand your rib cage, you exhale, you're gonna bring your left leg all the way up through to the front. Anyone with knee injuries, please do this one quite carefully. We're just doing a glute stretch. So you're gonna open up your knee on the outside of your hip. Oh, relax. Relax your chest. The hardest part is over. If you want, what you can do is you can just bring your knee like this and just stretch like this. So you're still getting that glute stretch, and just take it easy.
I said I only did the 5K this morning, but we ran the Urdu
You
marathon.
ran.
So I'm
No.
exhausted.
For 5. For 4. Good. Roll. If you can, I don't know if your knee allows it, try roll your hips more this way if you can. Yeah, very beautiful, just like that. And now sink for 3, 2, 1. And you're just going to gently change sides. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, bring that other leg all the way up, slightly on the outside of the hip. So push it to the outside of the hip. Inhale, take it down. Exhale. Relax into that stretch. The hardest part is over. So roll your hips, roll your hips. Yes, yes, beautiful. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Gently coming up. So from there, you're just going to open up your legs nice and wide. Feet are flexed. Your spine is nice and tall. Inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, imagine you're rounding your spine. And you're just going to reach forward. Allowing your body to come down towards your thighs. Taking it at your own level, what feels comfortable for you. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. You're going to place your hands behind your body and just gently bringing your hips away, stretching out the shoulders. If you want to drop your legs through to the left, through to the right. Beautiful. And last one each way. From there, you're wrapping your hands around, straightening out your right leg, left leg up at a 90-degree angle. Right hand, so opposite hand onto that knee. Left hand drops down onto the ground. You look towards that hand and gently drop your knee around through to the other side. Inhale through the nose. Do you have any spine injury?
No.
Okay. And you can drop it. There you go. Beautiful. You can feel that stretch. Huh? You don't have any spinal injury? Oops. Now you do. Inhale. You don't have any lower back injury? Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling for 3. Okay. 2, 1. And gently changing sides. Bring the other leg 90 degree. You've got your opposite hand onto that knee. You're taking it around through to the other side. Yeah. Hardest part about Pilates is figuring out what's right and what's left. What's leg, what's arm. Breathe. Your thighs are on this side, huh? For 4, 3. Is it okay if I push a little bit? Just tell me if it's too much. 2, 1, and bringing both those knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a massive big hug. And then from there, you're just going to gently straighten your legs, keeping your eyes closed. And you're just going to take this final moment to say thank you to your body. So just relaxing your, sorry. Just relaxing your legs on the ground. There you go. We made it through. We showed up. We challenged ourselves. And what a beautiful gift it is to move our bodies. We're so quick to judge. We're so quick to criticize, to want more and expect more from our bodies. And that's beautiful because that's how we get better. But we also need to learn how to sometimes take a moment to be grateful. Grateful for everything this body does, for being strong, for being powerful, for being capable, for making it through this workout. Most importantly, for waking up today. Take your final breath. As you exhale, reach your hands to the top of your body, stretching out. You are strong, you are powerful, you are capable. Rolling over onto your side. Laying on your side, however feels most comfortable, find your most comfortable position. Remind yourself that reason that you showed up. Taking your final deep breath. And in your own time, when you're ready, coming up to a seated position. Placing your hands on your chest, putting a nice big smile on your face because you made it through. So you take that energy, you take that strength with you when you leave this class. Placing your arms as wide as you can. And on that exhale, ladies, give yourselves a massive round of applause. Very, very well done, ladies. Well done for some of you for your first mat Pilates class. How is everyone feeling?
Amazing.
See?
I think it's harder than reformer.
Okay, ladies, we are going to have